As a speaker that's been speaking for the past 15 years in over 1,000 different schools across the country, I can tell you that the most stressful part of my job is not speaking. It's actually everything that happens before I speak. The travel, hotels, flight, transportation, all that stuff. If you do not have a system for this, you're going to feel disorganized and drained. And the worst part about that is you're going to feel disorganized and drained before you even step foot on the stage, which is going to mess with the experience that you bring. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact process that I use. This document will be linked down below for you to download and study. That way you can show up more confident, more focused, more clear, more rested, and deliver that 5-star speaking experience to your clients. So as always, I'm going to break this down into sections. Today we have 7 sections. Section number 1, always confirm the details before you book anything. I know we want to book early, but you need to make sure you're booking at the right hotel, at the right airport that's closest to the venue. Like sometimes you just like, oh, I'm going to Detroit, so I'm going to book Detroit, but it might be easier for you to fly into Flint. You need to really book things where you're not having to do 4-hour drives after you land. I mean, there's nothing that's going to burn you out more than flying into major airports every single time and taking a journey to the school and back. Imagine you have to drive 5 hours after you land in Detroit. Well, that's 5 hours there, 5 hours back. Now you might have to stay an extra day because you can't get there soon enough for the latest flight the next day. So now you're staying 2 nights instead of 1 night. Did you really save money? Probably not. So you really need to ask yourself a few questions, and you need to ask your decision maker a few questions on your pre-event call. What time's the event start? What time can I show up for sound check and somebody's going to be there to help me with AV, audio visual? What airport is closest to the venue? What hotels are around your area? Will ground transportation be provided, or do I need to get a rental car? These are the questions. They will all be on the document linked below. Once you have these answers, then you're ready to start booking those flights and those accommodations. Number 2, book flights with buffer time. Never cut it close. If I'm booked to speak on Thursday, I'm flying in on Wednesday. Not Wednesday night, 8 p.m., getting in at midnight, getting to my hotel at 2 p.m., waking up at 6. No, I'm going to fly in Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning or midday, early morning and midday flights have the least amount of cancellations. That's a statistic, you can look it up. Plus, you have the opportunity, if they do get canceled, to get on a later flight. You can't do that if you're taking the last flight out. I understand a lot of you have families and you're like, I want to be home as much as possible. I have 3 kids. I understand that. But low energy speakers kill impact. Low energy speakers don't get booked again. You have to provide for this family as well. And showing up rested is a part of your job, okay? So choose the early morning flights or midday flights, fewer cancellations. Fly in the day before and avoid tight layovers. Do nonstop if you can. If you fly out of a small airport, you have to do layovers. Look at the layover time and understand if you are going to have to sprint down the terminal to make it or not. Again, a rested speaker is a good speaker. Showing up rested is a part of your job. So add that buffer time for the layovers and make sure you make it on time. You are not just protecting your schedule, you're protecting the client's experience. Number 3, choose the right hotel. Not because of luxury, but because of consistency. You want a place where you can mentally get ready for your event. So I like the Marriotts. Marriotts have incredible customer service. If you choose a hotel brand and you stay loyal to that brand and you earn reward points with that brand, you are going to get a lot of free travel. At this moment right now, I have over 700,000 Marriott points. That's weeks and weeks and weeks of free hotels. Not to mention the Marriott is buying out all types of other brands, so they're everywhere. I highly recommend the Marriott. I used to be with Hilton, moved over to the Marriott. Customer service is absolute next level. Once you reach a certain status, they give you free upgrades, they give you guaranteed rooms. I mean, anything I've ever asked of a Marriott employee, it's just been done. Like, absolutely, yes, sir. I love the Marriott. I cannot talk about them enough. I cannot brag about them enough. Love the Marriotts. So again, just making sure that you're in a place that's comfortable so you can get ready and prepared for your speech physically, mentally. I like the hotels that have 24-hour gyms, so that way I can wake up in the morning, get a workout in, get the endorphins flowing before the presentation. All of those things actually matter to me. I'm not just staying at whatever hotel's closest. I'm staying where I feel comfortable, less stress on my body. Mentally, physically, I need to be prepared and my best self. Number 4 is transportation. Have a plan before you land. That's the saying. Don't just show up and say, I'll figure it out, I'll get a lift. Or don't just say, I'll show up and get a rental car, whatever they got available. No, no, all this needs to be planned out. If you're doing rental cars, if you're doing Turo cars, if you're doing Lyft or whatever, Lyft is very risky to me. I usually get my car. Let's not say usually. I always get my car. I'm not doing a lift. I'm not relying on somebody else to come pick me up and get me somewhere on time. I don't care if it's a big city or whatever. I'm going to get my car. I am going to show up so that way I can show up and leave, go and come when I want. That is very important, okay? If the client is covering travel, just make sure you include in the agreement, maybe there's mileage, gas, parking, tolls, all those fees that are on top of that. Make sure you include that. Personally, we do all-inclusive pricing, so we don't have to worry about this, but I know some of you like to charge for travel on top of your fee, and just make sure the gas and the tolls and the parking and all that stuff is also calculated there, or you're going to be losing some money. Number 5, keep everything organized and in one place. Create a travel folder, put it on Google Drive. I have a Culture Shift Google Drive folder where I have a travel folder within that folder. And that's where flight confirmations, hotel reservations, rental car bookings, event address, coordinator contact info. I mean, literally everything that pertains to my business and travel and everything is in that folder. Keep everything in one place so you're not scrambling through your emails at 5 a.m. trying to find your flight information. This just makes travel calm and not chaotic. Number 6, communicate your arrival with your clients. I know a lot of speakers that don't do this, and I can only imagine if I'm the decision maker, just waiting to see if you show up the next day, like, oh, good, he made it. I was a teenager when I started, so I think I got in the habit of doing this because our clients were really scared that I wasn't going to make it because I'm a teenager traveling the country by himself. Like, they were scared. They're like, let me know when you get here, especially when there's bad weather and stuff like that. So I just got in the habit of doing it, and I saw how much it meant to the clients. I'd be like, hey, just checking in, excited for tomorrow. They're like, oh, good, you made it. Yo, thank gosh, like all these things, travel, cancellations and all that stuff. Like, it's not easy. So just let them know that you got there. It's simple, professional, and it reassures your client that you are ready to go. Number 7, reward yourself with travel points. I told you earlier, I do Marriott's. So I have the Marriott Bonvoy credit card. I do the same thing with American Airlines. I do the same thing with Delta. I do the same thing with Hertz. I'm always getting upgraded cars. I'm always getting upgraded rooms, always getting upgraded to first class. This helps with the travel experience, right? You get the free flights, the upgrades, the lounge access, free hotel night stays. Like I said, we'll book all year long and travel all year long and then take all these points and go stay for a week in Hawaii with my whole family, and it's absolutely free. That's rewarding. That makes everything worth it. Traveling is not easy, so you need to travel safe and smart, not sloppy. Well, that's it for today's video. Again, traveling can be stressful, but it also can be exciting and the best part of the job if you do it correctly. Again, there's a downloadable Word doc down below, so you can download it, study it, and take action, and I'll see you in the next one.